Now, where do we stand on Deadpool?
The latest on Deadpool is it's probably going to be PG-13, but at the same time, they said that because of the way Deadpool works and the fact that he always references himself being in a comic, and he always talks to the audience, that they're thinking a great way of doing it would be, and this is what one of the chaps who's kind of involved in the movie said, like, we could do it where it's PG-13 in the movie, and when you see it in the cinema, but we'll make an R-rated version for DVD. And in the movie, Deadpool could turn to the audience and say, sorry, I can't say the F word, but if you get this movie on DVD released blah, 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 blah day, you'll see me saying F shit, that kind of thing. That those little references would be good. But the only thing is, I don't think the audience will understand those little peppered references. The audience, we see there, some people are going, hang on, did he just say this movie is coming out on DVD while he's in the movie?
I guarantee you, people, a lot of people are going to give out a fucking stink about that. But my attitude towards those people is, fuck you. This isn't for you. It's for us. Or even if they didn't like show any of the R-rated stuff ever on the DVD or anything, keep it as PG-13, but make him reference it. Like, let's say he just fucking kills a guy, right? You don't see it, but you can tell he's looking down at the fucking mutilated body, and he looks up at the camera and says, like, oh man, too bad you guys are watching this in PG-13. This is fucking awesome. You just see him shaking a lot of blood off his hands or something.
Well, actually, one thing that someone said that would be great is if he, like, stabs someone multiple times, because you can show someone being stabbed, you just can't show blood. That's the main thing in PG-13 movies. And he just goes, if he stabs someone, it's just like, Jesus, normally there's more blood than this. Just something like that would be a great little reference. So I'm really excited for that. So Reynolds is out of the picture for the Green Lantern, but I don't even know if he's definitely going to be in Deadpool, though. They might go with a different actor.
I know he gave a statement a couple of months back saying he wouldn't do it if it was PG-13.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that was just big talk or if he'll stand by it. Because I know the artist behind the comic, he said it could easily be done in PG-13. I think what he actually said was if Wolverine could be PG-13 and still be cool, that's all for Deadpool.
I mean, I haven't read a lot of Deadpool comics. I've only read a couple, and most of the ones that I've read have been him with other characters. Like, he doesn't really swear in the comics, you know what I mean? Like, they can't really print, fuck shit, cunt, that kind of thing in comics. So if you're a fan of the comics, the not swearing thing isn't going to be a big deal for you. I think it's more so the violence aspect. And actually, I think what the main thing people want to see is people want to see him referencing himself. They want to see that breaking of the fourth wall. That's all I care about. I want to see him turn to the audience and just say something ridiculous. Do you know what I mean?
You couldn't do it any other way. You couldn't have it where he's not talking to the audience. It would stick out like a sore thumb. Just like
X-Men Origins Wolverine. What? But can I something I wanted to talk about with this DC thing is that it's interesting that they're not releasing, like, they're not following the Marvel route. They're not releasing 5 or 6 standalone movies and then making the Justice League. In fact, they're only releasing one standalone movie, two standalone movies before the Justice League. If you don't count Suicide Squad, which I don't think Suicide Squad are going to be involved in Justice League. I mean, they'll exist in the same universe, but I don't think they'll be actually, involved. I mean, and they're introducing Wonder Woman before they even give her an origin. There's a guy who claims to have read a script for Batman vs Superman who says that Wonder Woman's origin is not really talked about. She basically comes in, kicks ass, and that's all you really see of her. And Aquaman also has a moment in the movie where his origin isn't really delved into. He just comes along, kicks ass, and that's it.
Catwoman was kind of like that, wasn't she?
Yeah, there wasn't really an origin to her.
Yeah. Does the standalone Wonder Woman, is that going to be a prequel?
As far as I know, the Wonder Woman movie is going to be going into her origin. Maybe what they'll do towards the end is they'll bring it up to date. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's going to be the last movie before the Justice League, so maybe they'll bring it up to date. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. What I like about that is that they can have 2 characters who aren't getting movies until after the first Justice League movie, who are part of the Justice League. 3, actually. You've got Green Lantern, Flash, and Cyborg, who are all part of the Justice League, and who are going to be in the Justice League movie, who won't have their own origin movies before Justice League. So it's strange. But because DC owns all of these characters, I mean, there's nothing to stop Superman showing up in the Aquaman movie or Batman making a quick appearance in the Flash movie about something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So people are saying, like, they could do a different way to Marvel, because Marvel has, I mean, we've got Iron Man and Cap 3, and we had that little Captain America reference in Thor 2, but there hasn't, in the standalone movies, the only character who's appeared in kind of multiple ones is Black Widow.
Yeah.
But for DC, they could just throw any character in that they want, and that's it. I'm actually, the one I'm most excited for is and they haven't given dates or any indication as to when, but the guy did say there'll be a Superman Batman movie in there. I'm really looking forward to that Ben Affleck standalone Batman movie, especially if he's directing, which is what the general kind of consensus is, that he's going to direct and write that movie.
Affleck?
He's going to write and direct his own standalone Batman movie.
Wow.
Maybe not right. He might have help with writing it, because as far as I know, I mean, well, he did win an Oscar for writing, so let's not knock him for writing movies. But
no, I don't have a problem with him writing anything or directing anything or acting anything. But all three at once is extremely brave, particularly when it's a film about a guy who's a fucking hero. You'll think about this, it's the ultimate job for someone who's an absolute fucking narcissist.
Yeah. But I think you do a great job directing.
I think so. Yeah.
Directed a Batman movie. Also, he's a massive Batman fan. I don't know if you know that. Like he built the entrance to his closet is a Batcave entrance. Like he has his own Batcave in his house. So he's a massive Batman fan. The chances of him introducing characters, Batgirl, the Robins, Nightwing, these kind of things, you know what I mean? The chances of that happening improve when you have people who actually are interested in the source material. So I would be very, very excited to see an Affleck directed Batman movie. So yeah, that's the major news that came out of Hollywood this week, and by God, was it exciting.
Yeah, fucking bombshells.
They haven't really shown themselves to be willing to make movies. Do you know what I mean? They've been very kind of, they made the Dark Knight trilogy. There was no links to anything else. They made Man of Steel, which had links, but it wasn't, majorly set up. And now just like, all right, here's 12 movies. There you go.
They've had their fingers burnt in the past. The only real success they've had a couple of years ago was Batman.
Yes. Batman
worked for them. And then all of a sudden, Superman worked. And he hadn't worked in the past, but he worked this time. And it's like they said, hold on a minute. Okay, let's get brave now. Let's start tying these fucking films together. Get a few more characters in there as well. Whereas up until then, they just kept treating everything as a sort of, it's like a tentative little, let's make this little standalone film and we'll see how the public feels about that. Which is what makes me worry about the bravery, because maybe that tentativeness that they had, that caution, made those films good.
Possibly.
Whereas this kind of, we're fucking king of the world, everybody loves our films, maybe that will make them sloppy. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but then you also have to think they have a new CEO at Warner Bros. Like I said, he's a huge fan of comic books, and he really flies the flag for, we have all of these great characters, why are we not using them? So I think that's why they're pushing ahead with it. Apparently, this guy who was doing the announcement for Suicide Squad, because that's coming out in 2016, so they're going to be starting to shoot that and cast that pretty soon. He said that they're in talks with 4 A-list actors to join that movie.
Wow. A-list.
And it's being directed by David Ayer, who made Fury, End of Watch, and also wrote Training Day.
I've never seen any of those films.
You've never seen Training Day?
Nope.
That's a movie that I have to say, fuck you, watch that.
Nah, not bothered.
Watch The Incredibles. Well, I'm not watching The Incredibles then. You can go and fuck.
But you know what? I'm missing out.
Yeah, well, you're missing out too.
No, I'm not. Training Day looks shy.
What?
Yeah, it looks crap.
End of Watch, I haven't seen End of Watch, but apparently it's great. It's a movie about 2 cops, and apparently it's great.
Is one of them a fucking like a Latino Mexican kind of guy?
Michael Pena,
yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal or somebody. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Good.
Yeah, good film.
So that's the guy who's making Suicide Squad. So could be fair decent. Apparently the A-list people involved in talks for those movies are Will Smith, Tom Hardy, Margot Robbie, and Ryan Gosling.
Who was that third name?
Margot Robbie. I've never heard of her.
Let's look her up. Let's check her out. Margot Robbie.
She's been in The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, she was in About Time as well. Your little gay movie that you're a fan of.
Was she?
Yeah.
Blonde girl, is it?
Blonde girl.
Oh, very nice.
That was the most sinister thing you've ever said in your life. Anyway, she's only 24. She's playing Harley Quinn. I'm telling you, she's playing Harley Quinn.
That'd be interesting, introducing a fucking Harley Quinn into the movie universe without a Joker.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, who are they going to get for Joker?
Oh, you're assuming they're bringing back Joker, eh?
I don't see how they're not going to bring Joker back. Actually, now that you mention it, I don't think I'd be happy if they brought Joker back, because we've had 2 movies now where Joker has been the main villain. I want to see the villains kind of expanded out, because when you actually think about it, we've only had one different villain in all the Batman movies. Mm-hmm. The only villain that wasn't in the first 4 was Scarecrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because we had Joker and Two-Face in The Dark Knight, and we had Bane in Dark Knight Rises, and he was in Batman and Robin. I would like to see someone like, Hush or Calendar Man, someone like that. Hush is a great. Have you played Arkham City? You haven't played Arkham City.
No, not yet.
Basically, a guy who steals Bruce Wayne's identity.
As in, like, he gets a hold of his credit cards and he gets loads of stuff off Amazon.com.
No, he cuts off people's faces and uses the pieces to make a face that looks like Bruce Wayne.
Oh, I like that.
So I'd like to see Deathstroke done. He's an assassin who's basically like Batman, but with guns. I'd like to see Red Hood. There's so much they could do. All of these announcements make me real excited, because the potential for what they can do in the future is unbelievable. Whereas with Marvel, and like we've talked about how much we love the Marvel movie, that Spider-Man isn't going to show up because they don't have the rights, or the X-Men can't show up because they don't have the rights to that. Warner Brothers owns DC. Any DC character that's going to be made is going to be made by Warner's, meaning they can all be linked together.
Anything's possible. Yeah. Wow. There's not a bad picture of this guy.
Well, that's what you want.
I found one bad one, but it's photoshopped.
Oh.
Somebody made her look fat.
She's also in Neighbours.
Really?
Where she was nominated for the Logie Award for most popular new female talent. The Logie Award.
That's what I was going to say. The best thing you've said there is Logie Award. I don't care about the rest of the sentence. Brilliant. I tell you what though, Neighbours has churned out some talent.
Has it?
You have Kylie Minogue. Whether you like her or not, you have to admit she's a fucking megastar. A pop icon.
I accept that.
Good man. Jason Donovan, still filling seats every Christmas. Guy Ritchie.
He was in Neighbours.
I'm pretty sure he was.
He's Australian.
No, Guy Pearce.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Guy Ritchie's like, all right, mate. I'm stuck 2 smoking barrels.
I believe he watched Neighbours once. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman wasn't in Neighbours.
I'm fucking pretty sure he was.
just throwing names out there. It's for Australian, fuck it.
Fine tune this.
Oh fuck, no, he wasn't on it. He was offered a role but turned it down.
Same thing, right? So, who else? There's somebody else. Morgan Freeman. He started on Neighbours.
No, he did not.
He did. He was this surfer kid. Yeah.
So, let us know if you're excited for the DC movies that are coming out. Whether you think Aquaman is going to be a badass or just fish food. If you think Green Lantern is going to, light the skies up, or if he's going to be stuck in black as day. Or if you think the Flash is going to run away with people's imagination, or if he's going to stumble and fall. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. This has been Matty and Nemo signing off on a Talking Movie Shy. See you next time, guys.
Was that off the cuff?
That was completely off the cuff. I didn't have anything for Green Lantern. That's why I limped back and was like, give me something.
That seems like you've been rehearsing that all night. It was perfect.
Oh, anyway, right, I'll let you go, right?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot off, right?
Talk to you later.
And I will talk to you later on the Facebooks.
Peace up. A-Town down.
Stop with that. Stop with that nonsense. Goodbye.
Talk to you later, bye.